Who are you voting for, Trump or Biden? You said they're gonna kill him?
They're gonna kill him. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Here we have the White House press secretary, Tyler Oliveira, doing unimaginably brave journalism, famous for, I went to the city where they banned cops. I went to the city where heroin is legal.
I'm pretty sure he has a video where he goes to Gay City and they force him to twerk.
Yeah, they beat his ass because he doesn't twerk hard.
I think he has one called like I went to the zombie town or something.
Yeah.
People were joking like Mr. Beast is the Antichrist. I don't think that. But this is like how the modern day Hitler would get started. You know, like this is kind of.
Let's see what this brilliant journalist had to say, or what the people he interviewed had to say about who they're voting for president.
He'll keep the white people safe. He'll make the Jews come back to life.
What are your thoughts on Biden?
Ew, no.
Whoever moves first is gay.
Oh, the classic.
The presidential election,
Yeah, throw that in
November
there.
5th. I hit the streets of major cities all across America with one simple question.
Who are you voting for?
Dude, that's so much staying power on that meme,
Yeah.
Starting in New York City, with Trump's recent felony convictions taking place in his own city, and a new home to countless migrants who just illegally crossed the border. Who do New Yorkers think can best solve America's problems?
Immigrants are in New York for the first time ever.
Trump.
Whenever we talk about Tyler Oliveira, I have to do this. Before he went, I investigate the most dangerous city in America, the murder capital of America.
It's always a black guy that he uses as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
he used to do this.
Yeah.
I built a secret water park using only a fork.
He was like one step removed from those weird children's videos where it's like, the hacker told us that we have to help the game master.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
was trying so hard to just do whatever stuck.
But he
Yeah.
preempted Mr. Beast's political turn,
Yeah,
which is
except-
actually like...
Him trying to be Mr. Beast and like not quite getting there, that is like Hitler not making it as an artist. You know?
He was doing so much fun stuff.
Yeah, famously harder to lift weights underwater.
Yeah. I drove across all the United States in a straight line, running for 24 hours straight challenge. Like he was doing like physical fitness stuff, and now he's just like,
When did the switch happen?
I investigated Ohio's toxic wasteland.
That sounds
That's
good.
his like foray into politics, and he's like, damn, this shit
Look
kind
at
of
the
slaps.
thumbnail for Obesity.
That's perfect. I investigated Hitler's death. No Jews allowed.
I don't. Hitler, everyone knows that's your house now. He's not trying very hard to hide.
I think when he realized like these things were banging and they were not like, you know,
Yeah, when you got the 90s.
yeah, I think that's when he was
It
like,
all
oh, it's
gone
a
from
turning
there.
point. Because he hadn't hit like that number ever before. I don't think he was like doing really well for himself. But then after that, every video is that. I investigated a city where you legally must own a gun. I investigated the city made of trash. Interviewed the most racist man in America and agreed with him. I investigated the city that made being gay illegal. And then he duked it out. The next top 3 performing videos on my channel are literally Mr. Beast clone videos. Lol. BoyBoy officials just needed to DM me if he needed YouTube advice. For BoyBoy, he said, who would have thought exploiting homeless people was way more lucrative than being a Mr. Beast clone? Because they made a video. To which you responded with, I stand corrected. It's good to know you're exploiting homeless people for passion, not just for money. That's an all-time banger for you. Don't be humble.
I haven't posted anything since then.
Yeah, that is
Literally
literally,
immense performance.
10,000 on a reply? That's amazing.
that is unironically your greatest.
That's called, that's called going platinum in the reply.
Yeah.
Oh. This is
Whoa!
Way!
Yo, quit tweaking, man. Who are you voting for?
Suck my balls!
What's going on right now?
I want to vote you, motherfucker!
What the fuck is your problem?
Dude, what do you think, dude?
Why did you ever say what the fuck is your problem back to a man? He's like, tweaking.
Like this guy who's like probably lived outside for 30 years. He's like schizophrenic and like on like sub meth. And you're like, what's your problem? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was being rude. I get nervous when I meet new people.
Yeah.
Trump, para bien o para mal, el gobierno republicano es el que ha hecho siempre grande América.
Dude, yes. Latino Trump voters are unironically my favorite type of voter. It's just unparalleled, dude.
The Turkish guy who just made it across the border.
That one is incredible.
We'll stop.
Especially because like literally last week, Turks were fucking marching in Germany with Turkish flags, chanting in Turkish, "No more immigrants, no more refugees." It's perfect assimilation. It's once again. Oh, 3 groups of Latino Trump supporters? Okay, well, this is a 46-second TikTok. We don't have time. We're watching peak journalism, okay?
Are you on meth right now?
Look at me, you sick motherfucker.
He's not wrong, though. He is a sick motherfucker.
Yeah, no. This guy's actually a VP at Goldman Sachs. This is just like a natural reaction to seeing Tyler Oliveira.
I noticed the hat. Do you think is Israel play any role in your votes? What are you thinking?
I noticed the hat. Yo! Dude,
He's a journalist.
Bro,
This
he
guy.
did the Jewish tunnels video. Dude, he's just straight up like, you know, he doesn't dial it back at all. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
Trump is much better for Israel.
Okay. Are we witnessing the reddening of New York?
I hope so.
Okay.
It's a New York I can live in. It's getting red. It's getting red. New York's getting red.
But it's been really hard up until now.
This actually is important because the Republican National Convention is going to happen next week, and Donald Trump and the Republican Party finally released their agenda. And it was like a 15-point plan or something. Well, first, it's like America first, obviously. And then one of the 15 points is literally deport everyone that supports Hamas. Which is like, yeah, America first, unless you hurt Israel's feelings, and then we will deport you.
And also, like, what does it mean to support Hamas? Like, if you donate money to Hamas as an American, you're going to prison. But do they mean if you have like a foam finger that's like, go Hamas?
Number one.
Yeah.
Like,
T-shirt
could they deport me? Well, I'm commissioning one.
Well, I'll buy one if you.
If I catch you with a green headband, dude, you're out of here.
You know, it's a witch trial. There's bigger problems to fry in New York. Whole city's falling apart.
Deep blue district Republicans are the most insane fascists in this country. Bar none.
Like Trump's real base.
The average Republican living in like Arkansas, whose father is a Republican and his grandfather's a Republican, so he's a Republican, is infinitely more normal than a fucking New York Republican, okay? They are so Hitlerian.
My favorite genre of like New York right wingers are the people who just like film people selling fruit on the subway and expect that everyone watching is going to be like, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah, fresh fruit.
I love the contrived reasons people get for like getting mad at that, where they're like, "What if they shit in it?" It's like I'm sure they did that.
Yeah, they see tahini and they think it's poopy. It goes along with the invasion narrative. It's not like people that are trying to make a living and, you know, find a better future for themselves. It's just like they're invading collectively. Take advantage of our robust welfare state.
You know, since the 80s, and this is the worst I've seen it. So I
He
can't.
said it's the worst he's seen New York since the 80s, by the way. Like, no, dude, objectively, that is untrue. As far as crime rates have plummeted in comparison to the 80s consistently every year over year, but
New York in the 70s and 80s was like legitimately like unsafe.
What are your thoughts on inflation?
Killing people once again at that same level. I love it. Groceries, energy.
That's a good question, bro. What do you mean? What are your thoughts on inflation?
Your thoughts on murder?
I love how like 2 guys ago, the major Trump supporter guy, he asked him questions and he answered directly like a Trump supporter would. And he locked in on me. And it's like, you asked him those questions. Even if he wasn't doing videos where he's like, I found the most homeless man alive and I tortured him. He just has such like a fucking annoying affect.
That annoying affect works so perfectly though for what he's doing now, which is like being a fucking reactionary charlatan.
I love this.
This is right now.
Doesn't stop following.
Yeah, he's doing an invasion every time.
What are your thoughts on the migrant situation here in New York right now?
You see people everywhere. It's like a lot of them are getting stuck in hotels and whatnot now, and it's like I think they should just hurry up and like build some new like spots for them already. You know, knowing this country.
Election
A camp or something.
No, I don't think he's saying that. I think
No,
he's
I
like,
think he's got a good answer.
I think he's actually being like, yeah, build some fucking homes, let
Build
them
some
work.
houses,
Like, it's so stupid to just like trap them in hotels
Yeah.
and be like, yeah, sorry, you have to be in limbo, which is such a big L from the Biden administration. not to get serious about policy for a second, but like a remotely competent administrator is supposed to immediately, one, throw Governor Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis in prison for like human trafficking, reallocate federal funds to these places so they can do some form of immediate work program or integration program and start finding ways of I don't know, maybe using like eminent domain or whatever to like take over housing that's vacant.
Historically, it's been easier for immigrants to like assimilate in American society and like become a part of it, you know, as opposed to like France or somewhere like that. But of course, that's like the one institution we're changing to be more like Europe.
Yeah.
We're making it way shittier, way more expensive.
There's no like mechanism of advocacy for like why we can't let anyone else take advantage of our programs because we have no programs. Like there's no social safety nets. Like in Europe, weirdo nationalists will be like, oh, well, they're taking advantage of our healthcare, right?
Yeah.
Like America doesn't even have that shit.
I found out about a thing that you guys had that I didn't know about the other day. I was standing in front of Ralph's and this guy came up to me and he's like, you want a phone?
Obama phones?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Obama phones.
Obama phones were a huge issue in like 2009 racist internet. You could always find at least 3 people going, oh, and I bet they were recording it on their Obama phones.
Yeah. They're recording the crime themselves. While
on their Obama. It was like CCTV and they're like, what do you know? Recorded on a fucking Obama phone.
Yeah.
That's 20 feet in the air.
Medicaid will give you a phone and a tablet and discount internet. That's pretty sick. I didn't know that.
That's
Great.
cool.
Yes. Yeah.
100%.
Should we juke now? Want to juke the glass?
Did he just pay this guy to like follow him
See if we
around?
got the juke.
That's I
Say
it
first?
crossed my mind.
No, I probably not.
Trump all the way.
Okay. Tell me why.
Because he's the best, he's the most aggressive, he's the smartest. Against any other opposition, I would take him. But forget about Biden. The man is sick. Those
Bro, you're just as sick.
No, he's better at talking than Biden.
If Biden got to this point in the conversation with Tyler Oliveira, he would be like, you cheated on me.
And then you go, anyway.
It's like the air runs out and he can't take another breath.
No, it's like there's a moment of cognition where he like recognizes that he's trailing along and he fucked up again, and he's like, oh fuck, oh man.
they're the ones who have a problem with democracy. They're writing executive orders. They're jumping around the Congress, that's the people's house, the legislature.
Wait.
They put a bounce house in Congress?
Wait, he's saying that the Biden administration has like overstepped its executive authority? Like, what the that is literally like the pivotal Republican strategy. Anyway, okay.
It's just like the one time that they could have, overstepped to do something like wildly popular.
Or student loan debt relief. Student loan debt relief. It's like
the thing.
He's like, the Supreme Court. He's like, I can't do it.
It's like he won't do any of that stuff because he's like, then people will like say I'm doing too many executive orders. And you just talk to the average Republican and they're like, he's doing fucking executive orders all the time. I hate him.
Yeah, it was like when a couple years back when they did a messaging bill against socialism. There was a messaging bill.
Yeah.
And like every Democrat voted on it. And it's like, dude, they think you're a socialist, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You voting on this messaging bill is not going to convince them. It's just only telling them, yeah, socialism is bad, actually.
He's like a liberal straw man. He's the only Republican voter on earth who's like, I'm against the Democrats because they have no decorum and they're against norms.
That is the one guy that Biden is trying to win over.
And he hates him.
Yeah, he's like, I'm
more than
gonna.
anyone.
This is a New York Times subscription, like reader. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. Why do you lock in on us? Hey, NYPD, can you do something? This guy's tweaking. He's been chasing us down. This guy right here. Can you do anything? I can't do.
You hear the crooked media say, oh, he's sharper now than he ever was. He's sharp. He's fine.
Crooked media. He loves the Pagians.
Trump is sharp. He's fast. He knows names. He knows statistics. And he's passionate. He's, I think, the most patriotic we have in this country. He doesn't need it. What does he need this for?
RFK.
Yeah.
Why do you like RFK? It's one of the first people we've heard.
The first RFK supporter he's found.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I want to know. Oh,
I also did something terrible.
I love RFK. He's so honest. Like when he came out of the gate swinging about how he was like besties with Jeffrey Epstein. I really respect a man of integrity like that.
What was RFK's response response to that was something insane where he's like, I've probably been friends with people even worse than him.
He doesn't represent the establishment as much as the other two candidates.
His last name is Kennedy. He is just a regular Democrat, except for being anti-medicine. I'm losing my mind. Americans are, I think, the dumbest when it comes to marketing. Like, you don't even need to do too much. Just be a crank. And they'll automatically be like, oh, he must be so anti-establishment.
In defense of Americans, begrudgingly, no one is supporting RFK. Like, RFK is
I'm supporting him.
He's illegally
One
voting.
guy is supporting RFK illegally.
I heard that people like me who aren't citizens can vote in America.
This would be the election where, you know, again, a third-party candidate with name recognition, some money for some advertisements, should be able to get, like, you know, into the double digits. He's not going to fucking do that. There's just no base for him. No one really likes him.
Except for the anti-medicine vote.
You think he unintentionally made Trump some sort of political martyr?
Probably. I mean, I don't think paying off a porn star is, I think that's what you're supposed to do. Porn stars,
coin, right?
Porn stars work for money. I mean, RFK is the guy you want.
That's pretty good.
That's commerce.
He's pro-sex. Yeah.
Trump all the way.
Okay, tell me why.
I'm not even American.
Okay.
He just
You.
That's me.
We're definitely for Trump's tenacity, his balls for lack of.
Wait, how is she not American? She sounds like
What
she's
accent is that if it's
She
not
sounds
American?
like she's from New Jersey. Like, what
It's
you
not a
mean?
Canadian accent either.
Canadian? Oh, they could be Canadian.
But it doesn't sound Canadian. It sounds...
And what's it? Toronto.
Biden makes me sick to my stomach, fam.
And take advantage of America because they, as a leader, respected him.
You told the leader of the Taliban you would obliterate him. You at one point tell him, I know.
He took him out of prison. Like what are you talking about? The dude was like trapped in a black site in Pakistan, and he literally took him out of prison and completely sidestepped the puppet government that we had put in power in Afghanistan, and was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up. We are going to give you everything you want. You are now ruling the country. I 100% am dedicated to defending Biden on the Afghan withdrawal. And even that was still a continuation of Trump's policies as far as like his foreign policy agenda goes. Now, I don't know. I don't know if Donald Trump would have actually had the courage to like actually follow through.
Probably not.
Not
Like,
even
he would always get to the verge of doing things like that, and then like someone from the Joint Chiefs or deep within the Pentagon would be like, sir, people are going to be mad at you if you do that. He'd be like, oh, I'm sorry.
He did shake hands with Kim Jong-un. In my opinion, makes him the best president America's
Well, that's the other thing. Like his career policy was just like, I don't know what these guys are doing. Just let them discuss it among themselves.
But like, it's fair because it really doesn't matter what North Korea's doing. You should just be like, I don't give a shit.
Let the South Korean president handle it. Is basically what he did. And he also stopped doing military training in the region.
Did he?
Yeah, for the duration of the talks. That was good. That was a good thing. Rachel Maddow was so mad. Rachel Maddow was like, he is Jewish ideology through and through. When I look at this man, I see the immortal science of Marxist-Leninist Jewishism.
My favorite thing was all the libs kind of doing gay memes with him. Donald Trump sucking Putin's dick.
Oh,
Like, we're all for gay people, but like Donald Trump is very weird and gay.
No, that was fun. That was cool. That was fun.
Biden, ¿por qué?
Sí, porque nos apoyan nosotros no tenemos.
Bro, what do you mean? Who are you gonna vote for? These guys can't vote, man. They think you're asking him, who do you support out of like, who do you want to be president? He constantly goes up to like undocumented immigrants and being like, who are you voting for?
Papeles, no tenemos trabajo y no tenemos más hambre que el Chavo del Ocho y aquí estamos gracias a él nos ayuda.
Okay. ¿De dónde eres?
Venezuela.
Those guys are also like the guys that get TPS. Every administration's policy towards Venezuela, which is like, you're going to be like the next wave of Cubans in this country. Like, we're bringing you here because like your country is a communist hellhole. If you hate Maduro, like, come here, you have TPS, which is what we did. No, not text to speech. That's TTS. Even the people that come from China, it's not like fucking party loyalists are fucking escaping China. Party loyalists are coming here to go to school and also to buy fucking real estate here. They're not secretly invading the country through the Mexican border.
What do the people chilling near the Trump Tower think about the Donald Trump?
He's a criminal, he's a very sick person, and very frightening.
If he was right here, what would you say to him?
To him?
Too old.
Too old? Biden's 4 years older, though. What are we talking?
Like the LGBTQ community, all them, forcing them at such a young age, and I'm just...
Biden, the 800-year-old man, is making the children gay.
Yep.
He's so hot. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Kids look at him and they're like, I like men now.
Come on, man. Are you a stud or a top?
Feel my legs.
And he's a criminal. He's a rapist. He's a liar.
He's dangerous for the whole world.
Both sides. He showed the E. Jean Carroll thing. This guy's a honest reporter.
Only working journalist.
Do you think the election's rigged?
Yeah, I think the last one was...
Biden or Trump?
Trump.
Oh, will he win? Hell yeah. All right. Are you voting for Trump?
Honestly, I don't even know.
New York, pretty heavily red. I'm a bit surprised. With New
This is who did the polling for the 2022 midterms.
Dude,
This is who the Republican Senate Committee hired. Tyler Oliveira.
I asked this homeless guy.
He's like, good news, guys. 98% of people are going to vote for your candidate.
I asked 35 people. 8 of them were undocumented.
The others were in the Trump Tower.
And all of them said they're voting for Trump. I guess New York has fallen to it's a red state now. Yeah, this is why the Democrats saw the internal polling. They didn't actually see the internal polling. They just watched the Tyler Oliveira video.
What does the other historically blue state in a historically blue city feel about the upcoming election?
Donald Trump for president. Donald Trump, he'll keep the white people safe, make the Jews come back to life.
All the Jews that died on October 7th, Donald Trump's going to bring them back to life. He has necromancy powers.
He's doing what Nicola was trying to do with the eclipse.
He always just goes up to, like, obviously a homeless person who's like going through an episode and who's like, who are you voting for?
Yeah, he's like the comedic break.
Yeah.
Let's interview the homeless person.
Yeah.
Great.
And then he turns around, it's like 98% of Californians want Trump? What the fuck?
We've got another high quality poll.
Donald.
70% of respondents are people who are currently having a psychotic break.
Yeah.
Trump's a good president, or he was a good president.
Come on, bro.
Christ.
Come on, bro. Like,
To be fair, if you walk around LA, you will mainly encounter this guy.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like, he's not being selective here. This is just walking.
It's just like, dude.
President
He's
because
seeking them out.
his mistake was not being able to do everything he said he was going to do. He wasn't allowed to do anything he said he was going to do.
Trump?
You all know why? He's a billionaire, for one. And two, he lured the
Okay, I feel like this is anti-Trump content now. Every homeless person he's interviewed has been pro-Trump, like unconditionally.
Prices on everything, made jobs easier. That's why I'm voting for Trump.
So you got a job easier?
Yes, sir. I worked at Little Caesars.
Where are you working at now?
Nowhere.
And what was the first thing that you said?
It makes jobs easier.
Typical Democratic Party loyalist, by the way. She's like dunking on a homeless guy.
Yeah.
Let me debate this homeless guy, dude.
He's pulling up that old website that Peter Dow started in 2016, like Fact It or something.
Yeah. Was it Verited? Oh my God. You just
Yeah.
unlocked a memory.
Yeah, he's pulling up Verited. He's the first guy to log on to Verited in like 9 years.
Verit.
Fact checking homeless people.
Like this guy's reasons for voting is literally like, yeah, I mean, I guess I worked at Little Caesars when Trump was president. And he's like, you fucking idiot.
That we have a president that's a little bit too old and needs to kind of retire.
Okay.
It's about time, you know?
Do you think most people feel safe sharing their opinions politically out here?
Probably not.
It was interesting just how unsafe people felt.
He always does in videos. Always.
It's people are really scared of like the gay communist Californians who are also pussies, but also super scary.
No, but he does this in the homeless videos a lot where like someone makes an offhand comment. He's like, do you need help from me? He's like, no. He's like, well, what we've noticed here is that homeless people don't want any help and they're doing this like by choice. It's like a voiceover.
I don't think you can post it. So can you blur my face?
Sure.
If you blur my face, we're cool.
All right.
So I'm in a big movie. Right?
Okay.
And I need to be careful about what I say.
They're gonna
I'll take it out.
recognize you.
Just
Yeah, I know, you fucking
I got you.
face.
I actually would not like to say
No,
that.
he is not in a big movie.
Everyone in LA is in a big movie.
Every homeless guy we meet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
he's gonna be in a webisode in 2 years. And he's
on
like,
Peacock.
Yeah, this is ruining my career.
Confident to make money, and I feel my pocket a little bit more heavy. You know, my account a little bit more fat.
It doesn't matter here in California because the outcome is predetermined.
Do you think the election should be based?
Dude, this
like
is
my
the NBA scripted guy. But this time the election is scripted. Oh, he was actually in UCLA and he dropped out.
Years ago to see what our brightest youth were thinking. Who are you voting for president?
Probably old man Joe Biden.
Biden's not all there in the head, and I don't know. I think a lot of people are swaying towards Trump that I've seen.
Seems Big T's pretty big out here these days.
He's getting a lot better.
Especially in California.
I don't know. I think he just needs to not say his hateful things sometimes.
I don't.
Yeah, he nails it though. Like, how is this any different than Tim Pool being like, Donald Trump's gonna win every state in America except for like one? I forget which state he said Donald Trump wouldn't win in 2020. Like, Donald Trump is gonna win California.
I don't ever really see anyone make this point with Trump. Such a weak candidate that there's still like about like a 20 to 30% chance that Biden will still win. Biden, who has like a 36% approval rating, is one of the most broadly hated presidents we've had like in my lifetime. And there's still like a path for Biden. I mean, it kind of shows how weak both candidates are. Trump is just so uniquely weak.
I think it's just like kind of the lesser of two evils type of thing.
I have to go with the lesser of two evils.
Do you think there should be an age limit?
Wow, what a brilliant use of this meme, dude.
The lesser of two evils.
That's great. That's a great meme.
If you pick one, it happens.
Oh.
But what do the people of Skid Row, the symbol of America's homelessness and drug addiction, think our country needs as they
Of
live
course
on the
he's going
streets
here. That
while
was,
the
like,
government
first
sends
on his
billions to fight wars overseas?
wanted to
I
land
want to hear
the
from some
airplane
people who are
in
potentially
Spain.
human
Yeah, he could
casualties
not
of policies
wait.
or lack thereof
That was a pretty
enacted
nice
by.
Tyler Oliveira point, though.
Oh, he
There's not
said-
enough money for homeless people, and they're spending the money on wars overseas. That's,
Yeah.
But what he means is like we should be committing the war.
Skid Row. Deploy the military to Skid Row. Deal with
Why are you
it.
wasting them overseas?
Well, I guess like he wants homeless people to keep existing so he can keep making content dunking on them.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
He needs them.
Yeah.
I want to hear from some people who are potentially human casualties of policies or lack thereof enacted by
Potential.
president or the next president.
Yeah,
He means potential humans.
Yeah. Potential human casualties of policy is so funny to say about homeless people. It's like, yeah, that's you got it. There's
it's
no
mostly a
potential.
choice.
Oh
It's
yeah, you're right. It's a
mainly-
moral failure. I keep forgetting that it's a moral failure to be poor.
Who are you voting for?
Definitely go for Trump again.
Trump?
Yeah.
Why Trump?
I think he has the answers.
I never had a president but Obama.
But Obama?
You're not a color man, I'm not voting. Trump is a Republican. He just want nothing but money. He don't give but nobody and nothing.
Who are you voting for president?
Nobody.
All right.
Not Trump.
Hi, Mr. Trump. I wish you're gonna be
Where are you from?
Iran. Economic was better during the Trump.
Bro, what do you mean the economic was better? You sell wicker baskets. Like, yeah, the market for basket is so bad under Biden.
Trump will make it better.
I'm dropping by this guy's place after this. I need to buy string.
Just buy all of his things.
Yeah. So make a vote Democrat.
I mean, tents everywhere. You gotta wonder how many tents were there before Trump, how many tents were there during Biden.
What do you mean you gotta wonder? Bro, are you fucking insane? It's just like, it's Skid Row. It existed before Trump, it existed during Trump, and it existed under Biden as well. Like, what are we talking
But I
about?
take the weird amnesia because like everything's trending worse.
Yeah.
You know, and then every 4 years they're just like, oh, I guess we got to do the other one.
Such a like weird YouTube purview of what politics are that like you become president and you're the first thing you do, like the day of inauguration, you're like, all right, get rid of the tents. And then it's 4 years of no tents, and then the Democrat gets in there, bring the tents back.
Yeah.
What the f- why don't we get rid of them?
Dude,
I
it's
love them.
Yeah, it's crazy when the Republicans are in charge of the federal government. Housing market prices stabilize instantly. They drop, actually. They just come in and they regulate, which
But
is
also-
a big policy position of theirs.
Homelessness is definitely going down, but Didn't someone say that it's like, at least in this area, but it's because they're putting them in prison?
Yeah,
You can also
they're
move them around, just bust them to other places.
Yeah, exactly.
they do that.
Just every
They do that.
4-year cycle around the...
If you don't have schizophrenia already, I can't imagine they'll give you schizophrenia appearing in a new city the next day. It's like, what the fuck am I?
And then Tyler interviews you.
How did you get here? I got no idea.
You would think Tyler Oliveira is like a demon being sent to haunt you.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, though,
You
to be
interviewed me
fair.
in fucking San Francisco. Now you're interviewing me in Philadelphia. What is happening?
Is this shithead following you around everywhere you go?
I teleported to the social activism and woke capital of America, Seattle, Washington,
YouTubers can
to
do
find
that.
out
You
if
wouldn't
even
know.
they
We
were
got that
feeling
power.
sorry.
Dude, let's see. Seattle, I assume it's also going to be a safe haven for Republicans.
Yeah.
AK, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Let's talk to some people.
Oh my God, bro. It was like a week, dude. It was
So
a fucking week. They still do this shit.
That was the crux of his homeless video. He's like, 6 years ago, there was a thing here for a week, and now everyone's homeless.
Chaz was
funny.
It was funny, and then it was like, I remember seeing like anarchists being happy that they like killed those 2 kids.
Yeah.
Before like they knew what was happening. It was pretty bad, but it was also, what year was it even?
2020 was.
I think it was
George Floyd?
2020. It was funny, then it was sad.
Yeah.
And then it was funny again, and now it's just like super sad to mention it. Like
Yeah.
as though it's like a real thing. It happened for like a week, dude.
It's the same thing as if like a Democrat was like, why is no one talking about Lev Parnas? Like we're still on that.
Biden's like he fucks with genocide. Trump he's probably does too, but he's also like a public piece of shit. Biden's more like low key with it, and I don't really think he's even fully there anyway.
I just don't like the guy's personality.
I would prefer to be able to vote for Bernie Sanders or someone else like Elizabeth Warren or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but it's Biden who we have. I want people who are marginalized to be safe.
Are you represented in any of those communities? Does that concern you personally?
Yes, I'm transgender.
Oh God, I guess Biden. I hate all of them.
Not Trump.
Why?
I don't agree with his policies.
What policies do you disagree with?
I might choose a Kennedy.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Kennedy?
that is
I do.
but
I
it's
think
like,
we
what
need better
policies
leadership.
does Tyler Oliveira know about?
Yeah.
The tents. That's his
Yeah.
the only thing he fucking knows about.
The tents
How
that
long
Joe
was-
Biden built.
How long was the Muslim ban a thing?
I don't know if the Muslim ban is, I mean, it's not still in effect, but I don't know how long it went on for. The major policy issues with Donald Trump are tax cuts and deregulation and the wholesale destruction of federal agencies in general.
We had that before Trump. Tony Abbott said we'd only accept Christian refugees from Syria.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite. When I found out that Australia adopted TSA protocols for no reason other than to make Americans feel welcome and at home, because they have the same security theater there.
What's wild is that like
The most cut country on the planet is
No,
so crazy.
But like so many Australians are like embarrassed by Trump. They're just like, oh, this fucking crazy guy. And it's just like, dude, you guys taught him how to do it. Like you've been having an island fortress for decades now.
You gotta realize like this is a billionaire who's probably never really spent a day in the hood. Never like if you're talking about black people, if you want to be honest, like and you're honest with yourself, there's X amount of like reparations and whatnot owed to us just based off the work we did for our ancestors.
And do you think blacks deserve reparations?
I absolutely do.
Who are you voting for president this year?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to. First year ever not voting.
All right. That's got to be a sign of something bad.
Guy in a Ferrari.
It's a Corvette.
Not
Okay,
for me.
It's the American
It's a
Ferrari.
Corvette, okay.
That's the America's Ferrari. Okay, put some respect on it. I love the Tyler Oliveira style guide of just like saying blacks to a black dude in public in broad daylight. Blacks is more respectable than the New York Times.
You can say whatever you want about the guy, but his business and his economics is foolproof. The guy knows money. And at the end of the day, America is just a big corporation. So
I just, dude,
It's like, why not just elect George Soros then? He made way more money. He's like a way better businessman. George Soros made like $50 billion.
Dude.
That's why Mr. Beast as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
And he built homes recently for people. There you go.
I hate the businessman argument, dude. It just, I hate it.
I mean, even if he was a good businessman, it's a disgusting prospect.
Yeah, that's not like,
Make money in business by exploiting people.
Yeah.
Good.
That's not. Can you buy me a new car? It just got stolen. No, but I can serve a 3-minute ad break to you, which you will have to watch right now, unless you subscribe for $5 or for free. Sorry.
That was brutal.
Sorry to serve another L to
man,
you.
what if the ad that he gets is from the guy that stole his car?
Or for just a car that he had.
I'm just trying to be a better businessman so I can be president one day, okay?
I am gonna vote for Biden. What he has done so far to support democracy all over the world. There are things unfair.
I was wondering who the NATO guy is. Like, we found one NATO voter.
I hate to give it to the NATO guy, but he has his shit together more than like anyone Olivera has talked to, like probably ever, honestly.
For example, Ukraine is something where
Locked him as the NATO guy immediately.
Wow.
I know my people.
It was a good call.
He's in the fucking trenches writing about how I used to be a big fan of yours, but I fucking hate you now because you're obviously pushing Z.
Personally gonna vote for Trump.
Okay. Do you feel like a redheaded stepchild out here in Seattle? It's probably a rare opinion, or no?
I think
Never heard that from
I don't live here personally. I actually live by San Francisco, so I feel even more redheaded down there.
Yeah. Do you think people feel safe to talk about politics generally right now?
Bro, this narrative was like 2016. Like, I hate this. I hate that they're like always fucking recycling the old shit. Like, oh man, perpetual victimhood. I can't say my thoughts. And then like when you do say your thoughts, it's the worst thoughts I've ever heard.
It's also like highly punitive social liberalism. That hasn't been a thing for like since Brandonization started.
Yeah.
Like the culture war has like gone back 100% the other fucking direction.
Oh, 100%. Who is way more punitive when you step out of line? Like right wingers or fucking liberals at this point? I rarely ever hear about like ableism decriers any longer.
All the like call out threads are from like Republicans and
or
it's like,
stop anti-Semitism.
Or stop anti. Those are the two call out threads that work anymore. It's like, hey, Mr. Beast, how come you haven't killed your trans friend?
You got canceled for being gay. They're like, yeah, oh, fuck this guy. He was gay. Whoa, chill.
Like they're making him apologize for having gay sex. Crazy.
I know my parents share a similar viewpoint as me, and they can't even talk about it in that area.
Sure.
They've actually been fearing things.
They'll kill him.
Yeah.
They'll kill them. If you, God forbid, if you say in San Francisco, by the way, that you're voting for Trump. Aren't all the tech guys like now pro-Trump? I thought that they were
monarchists.
Yeah.
But also, if you're actually scared, you wouldn't even say this.
Yeah, I'm so scared, dude. I'm terrified of saying that I want to vote for the former president of the United States.
The guy who's like winning in all the polls.
Yeah.
He looks like the bully from Toy Story.
He looks like the bully in every 90s TV show.
This is the genotype of like kid in middle school who's much taller than everyone and like does gross shit like throw dead birds at people. There's always someone who looked like this.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's his job now, if you could pursue that as a profession.
Woke culture killed that, dude.
Yeah.
We need to bring that back. We need to bring that jobs program back.
Things like if they talk about their personal opinion, they might get fired.
I'm afraid to get into that conversation and
It's
need it.
for like
Israel, Palestine.
Yeah.
Right wingers love getting people fired for even saying something remotely like Palestinians are human beings is enough to be like, okay, you're done.
When you grew up, were you able to talk about stuff like this? I feel like it's
It was easy to talk, yeah. Oh, yeah, always.
I don't know. I think that
It's so hard now.
He's on a YouTube video right now. Like,
What is he
2 million people in 4 days watched him
That's
say
hard.
these. He's got to be terrified right now.
What if
shaking in his boots?
What if it's like it's not political though? He
just
means,
talking.
Yeah, he just means like
I have to come out. I have to admit it. Like I sometimes eat gas station egg salad sandwiches. Okay, it's like, yo, get this guy out of here.
He's talking.
during his last campaign,
I have to
and
pee.
Biden has shown people he doesn't really care as much about the people.
He gets scared when he leaves.
I used to, but I've since gotten more confident. I have a space bar in my own home that I practice with.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to lean and do it and read chat from here. It's very,
Leaning
very
forward,
hard.
you're like, this comment better be good.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are like, you are stretching.
And he just kind of like sits there, just twiddles. He's like, I'm so good at this. This is
I'm really afraid to like lean over to it. It's just I don't know how it looks. It could look stupid.
Yeah, it's like going before you reach.
Oh, it's such a bad feeling.
Trump is probably going to be the better choice just because he represents somebody who might do it different.
Trump doesn't seem like a great individual.
Why are you leaving America? Is this part of the reason?
In the Philippines, it's more simple life, no drama.
I hope
no,
this guy's Filipino. Because if he's not, major red flag.
Yeah, I was
right
going to say
now.
he's going there to get a 16-year-old wife. That's why. Like,
Yeah.
It is easier to speak in the Philippines. Tagalog is a fucking easy language.
I have a way easier time as a Trump supporter voting for Trump in the Philippines.
They love Trump there, don't they? I'm sure they would.
it's going to get worse and worse.
Do you think?
Love the country, but the way it's going, it's just not the same. It's it's not easy to live anymore.
Like, who is in the wrong in that? Guy who's showing a Black Lives Matter printout, or the dude punching the printout? Yeah, I wonder.
Because there's so many missed opportunities out there of going to school and actually working for a career rather than believing the hype that everybody can become rich online through YouTube, TikTok, this and that other.
You're talking to a YouTuber, man. Like, where do you think this video is being aired? Like,
Valid points. Do you think the American dream is more viable and real growing up than, let's say, someone like myself?
Oh, absolutely. Everything was cheaper. People could achieve more dreams, go to school easier.
Half
Trump has something that doesn't actually.
That always happens.
Real.
That's always the thing with like alpha men and sigma men as well. Like when they're like, yeah, gonna be men. They always show like the movie 300.
Yeah.
This is what men used to be.
Yeah.
Like,
pedophiles.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to get back to them being violent pedophiles.
Seattle was more pro-Biden than Trump, but not with much excitement per se.
You haven't. This is not like a study. You did not conduct a poll. He needs to stop saying this. It's like, I asked 10 people.
But also the kind of people
4 of them were homeless.
that agree to be in a YouTube video. They're a very particular kind of person anyway. So like,
Yeah.
What is the red state of Florida and the Latino-dominated city of Miami think?
We haven't talked to a crypto bro or an OnlyFans girl out here. They have the most honesty. Who are you voting for? Trump?
Biden.
Big T?
He wins, I'm leaving the country.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Because he got his stimulus packages.
Okay. Stimmy checks.
I like that the one like convincing pro-Trump voter consistently in this video is that Donald Trump did something that like is so unique to the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Which is give money to people.
Miami is. I've never hated a city more. I was like, I almost died when I was there. Not from anything specific. I just felt like my soul was leaving my body. I hated it so much. Tyler Oliveira is so evil that the second he gets there, he's so energized.
Yeah, he like
his powers are like tripled in Miami.
Yeah.
People be hating on immigrants, but they're building the country. Low key, potentially racist statement. Given that I don't know who the guy is, but Biden.
That's what I like about Tyler. He self-criticizes.
he's very honest.
It's a little self-crit. He's avoiding the struggle session.
I tell you the truth.
All right.
I don't like both.
Trump me parece un poco prepotente.
This is an accurate sample of the population, though. It's just, this is Miami.
Yeah, more or less.
Like 75-year-old Latino men and women.
But somehow all the old people are still more like articulate than Biden is.
Yeah.
Like,
This guy's like naked.
he's awesome.
This is a naked old man, and he's like, Trump's a bit overbearing.
His cock's hanging out.
His hands in the side of his fucking...
No, I waiting for see if I
Is that a
can
person on the
beautiful
right?
girl to come in with me.
Mujer bonita.
Yes, exactly.
Who would you vote for?
Probably Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Trump.
As a TikTok voter.
Yeah.
Dude, TikTok is so damaging sometimes. Yeah.
I've seen a few things, and I feel like he's more for the people and about change.
Okay. Do you think we'll see World War III if Biden gets reelected?
We are almost at the steps of World War III, thanks to Biden. There were no wars, during.
There were no
Trump
wars famously under Trump. There's no wars under Trump is like such an insane thing that I hear so frequently. It's like, I don't know what to tell this person. If there's World War III, Miami would be hit first. Oh my God. Okay, don't sell it to me. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn.
I mean, I heard the Republicans, they get richer and they worry about changing more laws, and Democrats focus more on being scientists and
change the world more and focus on the planet versus laws.
And I know Trump is pretty much the same age as him, but Trump's like a young 78, 79, wherever he old is, man. He's still got his mind. Still got his mind up there.
78.
He's just one of those characters that he's must-see TV, man. Yeah. And he makes things freaking happen, man. I love the guy, man.
Okay, this dude's opinion is identical to Alexa's.
Like, he makes things happen.
Yeah, verbatim, that's like Alexa's position.
Do you think you'll ever own land out here in the U.S.?
No, sir, because I realize being homeless, you're more free and you don't have to keep up with the bills and the responsibilities of life. And you can get help from people and you see how many people help you when you choose to help.
Dude, what do you mean? He just wants him to watch some fucking Crypto Bro podcast so he can get his grind set going.
Yeah. Who are you voting for, Trump or Biden? You said they're gonna kill him?
They're gonna kill him.
When?
Because his bitch is too bad.
As soon as he fucking wins, dude. Why not just not let him win the election in the first place? Just rig it.
Because people will get freaked out.
Because he's a good president. Okay, so we gotta maintain the illusion of a working democracy and then kill him.
Look what they did to Kennedy.
Sure.
I'm a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL.
Thank you for service.
You can take somebody out, I can take somebody out with a 50 caliber 6 miles away. I'll take you.
We need
6 miles away.
We need the Valor Theft guys to check in on this dude.
Do
Okay.
you use 50 cal to kill people?
Who is that Canadian guy who did like the longest confirmed kill in history? That guy used a 50 cal.
Like, what the man just turned to jelly.
Yeah,
This is unnecessary.
I mean, I do like the way that he's talking about it. It sounds like you're just assigned one gun for your entire time in the SEALs, and they're like, "This is your class. You can don't ask about changing it, okay?
Yeah.
You're the 50 cal guy forever."
He spec'd into it, dude.
One guy is a president for the millionaires, and another guy is a president for the people.
Okay.
And pro-union. And I'm retired from a union.
So I'm guessing it's Biden.
Yes, I'm voting for Joe.
Okay, do you think he'll win?
One legitimate reason.
I think so.
Yeah. What else is top of mind as a voter?
Democracy.
Democracy. Do you think Trump is a threat to democracy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He tried to do a coup d'etat on January 6th.
Okay.
And he didn't succeed. If he goes through the thing again, he may have learned a couple of lessons and he may succeed.
Okay.
And then it's the end of the United States.
Do you think the CIA is going to kill Trump?
Possible.
Yeah?
They'll do anything.
Okay. Are you concerned for America right now?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
Like, come on, explore that question further. Like, please, for me. I want to know, like, why would they kill Trump?
Yeah.
Like, why would the CIA assassinate Trump, dude? Oh, man, the CIA famously hates deregulation.
One of the first things he did when he became president was go to the CIA and was like, guess who can do whatever they want now?
Yeah.
No rules for you guys.
Oh, yeah, he had, like, every agency. He brought them together, didn't he? And then did a speech.
Are you from here?
From where?
U.S.?
U.S.
Yep. You good?
Yeah.
European, we are terrified.
Trump,
yeah.
off their face
because he thinks that America first.
Yeah, no, he's
and the political
fucking prick.
Our European allies have every reason to fear Trump. The Western alliance wouldn't survive another Trump term. Yeah, he's gonna abolish NATO, dude. Watch out. Isn't that funny that like Trump's one thing with NATO was like he just wants more money from the European partners, which is like when the protection racket wants to make more money. Biden has continued that policy. It's not like they swapped it.
It's also like them giving them money is such a backwards thing. He doesn't understand like NATO is a projection of American power. Like
I
they're
know,
doing
but
America a service.
I know, but like when the mafia is not making as much money, you go back to the fucking vendors and you're like, give me more money now. Give me more money for the protection, or else we'll fuck you up.
and also the climate change. He don't believe in that.
Do you think the United States should take some notes and
the official Florida state policy now is like that climate change is man-made and fake. It's really interesting to push that like messaging bill when Florida is like just, you know, underwater.
I have very strong feelings about
That guy's a climate change
women's
activist.
right to choose.
Oh my God, that's the first. I think he hasn't really talked to a lot of women, to be fair. I just realized because I was like, yeah, no one has brought up abortion yet.
Trump. Why?
Oh, he's locking down the furry vote. Let's go.
Are these guys
for real? I think they're just promo workers.
Yeah. What about you?
I think it's funnier to think that they're actually furries.
What does the blue capital of one of the reddest states in America, Austin, Texas, think?
A small blue droplet in a sea of red. I'm guessing this place
A
is feeling
small
pretty
blue
California.
droplet in a sea of red. Austin's population size is massive.
Why does this video have to be 45 minutes? It's just him going to cities and being like, I expected everyone to be Joe Biden's slave, but some of them aren't voting for him.
Well, it's 45 minutes because YouTube privileges it. He's just he's a businessman.
Yeah. I just mean like
making money.
artistically, it does not need to be this long. It's his videos give me the feeling of like being stuck on a tarmac.
Yeah. It's insane. Like the last one we watched with like the city that banned police, he spent probably like a third of that video just interviewing black Israelites. Just like with no goal.
You totally know, like this video, he didn't plan this video out. He was like, I'm going to go to this town to interview homeless people. Then he just did this along the way and then made a compilation as like a money grab.
It's pretty it's pretty impressive personally because like we don't film enough.
We don't do anything.
You know, yeah. if I could do 2 videos at once.
When we film stuff together, you fucking don't even upload it.
Everyone hates you. I don't want to be affiliated.
You know why he told you he lost the footage?
Yeah.
Who are you voting for president this year? Oh, damn.
Right now, I'm looking at the independent.
Trump. For my age, I'm a traditionalist.
Okay.
Trump 24. Close the border, get interest rates and inflation down where they belong, and bring prosperity back to America.
I don't love Biden either, but just not going to vote for a convicted felon.
I can't vote for Trump.
Why?
Because he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
And he's a felon.
Americans are such simpletons on that front. They're just like, he's a felon. It's over. It's like
It is shockingly effective with people.
Dude, I know. It's also the coolest thing that like you can like literally run for president from jail. You can't vote in jail for most states, but like you can run for president.
Who do you think will win?
I'm praying for Biden because I don't know. The whole world is watching this.
Yep.
And the whole world is terrified. Russia and China and North Korea all signing pacts that they're going to help each other. Trump is in Putin's back pocket.
True. Oh, wow. This counted the North Korean treaty. That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, you're right. I take it back.
Yeah,
you got me.
That's insane.
It's a momentous occasion.
Whose
and,
artillery shells are currently blowing up the grayest villages known to man? Okay, North Korea, that's right. They're doing the damn thing. They're putting themselves back on the map big time. And South Korea, to be fair. Yeah, South Korea is supplying Ukraine and North Korea is supplying Russia.
Yeah, we're voting for Christ.
He loves these guys.
Okay. Yeah, that's who we vote for. Man. Because we already have a king. So we're not voting for anyone because our king.
Dude, Black Israelites stay dripping though. Like they have the coolest fits, dude. They always dress like Mortal Kombat characters. It's so sick. I would interview them too,
true.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like they're the coolest guys that you're gonna ask questions
King
to.
died 2,000 years ago. Every great empire before all failed. Assyria was a great empire. Babylon was a great empire. Greece was great. Rome was.
All run by Black Israelites.
Now you're looking at America, and America is great, but it's going to fall.
He's gonna be a slave, right?
Absolutely. You will as well.
I don't make up the rules.
Why are we not brothers?
Because God didn't make us equals.
Dude, I love these guys. They're so sick. Okay, I'm sold.
Lesser.
You made a black guy, something from a white guy, but we're still brothers and we're still on earth together trying to get along.
Shut up, pussy. Shut up, slave.
Yeah, except you're a slave.
Yeah.
At what point did he say these people
He's getting on his knees. He knows his position.
are going to be slaves?
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
But what did the capital of America, Washington, D.C., home to Joe Biden and the January 6th riot, think about who should lead this country?
Biden. Trump's an asshole. Okay. What do you not like about Trump?
Tyler Oliveira. Let's go.
We're just talking to people. How you doing, man? Hey, who are you voting for this year? We're talking to the folks.
Joe Biden.
Wait, he's a Tyler Oliveira fan who's voting for Joe Biden?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Does he did not like
Such a long
Well, it
video.
just seems like he has a deep hatred for anyone who's not.
It drags so much. Like there's a metaphysical quality where he makes me feel like I'm in an airport.
All right, we can skip the rest of it. I suspect
Stevie
it's
has
gonna...
a summary at the end.
Within the restrictions of the council that they were armed and they're cares.
Now, lastly, I'm curious. Comment below who you'll be voting
Fuck
for.
off.